You would think that that goddamn intro is damn near 3 minutes and that I would be my monkey ass the fuck ready after damn near 3 minutes of a goddamn intro. See, that's the problem. Laziness sets in. Lazy. Because now what my stinking ass ends up doing is, hey y'all, my stinking ass ends up pressing the button, clicking the little intro video and letting it play, and then try to get up and rush and get ready. Just a fucking mess. I'm a goddamn mess. Hey Volvo. Hey Lil Baby. I'm just a goddamn mess. Y'all don't pay me no mind. Just a damn mess. Hey Tanya. Hey good people. Hey. Mm, it's better than it was yesterday. Mm, some good stuff. Anyway, what is going on? Um, had a having a great day. Had a great night last night. I was on someone's show last night. It hasn't been released, but someone asked me to be a guest on their show, and I did that last night for a couple hours. It was a lot of fun, and oh, that's why, because my stupid ass put the phone backwards. Oh, okay. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. I'm working on finishing up my work. Shall I go ahead and finish up that workout, honey? We ain't gonna be here too long. I gotta get up and go to work today. I got a late night at work today. I gotta do some West Coast and some Pacific, not Pacific Coast, Pacific meaning Guam and you know, Hawaii, and teach some courses for some people out there. So I'll be up late. But hey y'all, hey, 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 hey. Um, so I decided that I should come on. Excuse me. Goddamn pollen and shit everywhere. Not well. I wanna say it's not in the house, but you know, when you live in certain areas, that pollen finds its way in the house via your shoes, via your clothes, just stuff everywhere. I did get my second dose of the vaccine yesterday. Um, it's almost about 24 hours later. I really haven't had any side effects. I've been great. You know, people told me that I might feel fatigue or something like that. I don't. I'm fine. I'm good. And in all actuality, I feel better than I did after the first one. After the first one, my arm was really sore. the next day, and then it went away after that. Um, but after this second vaccine, I was kind of afraid that it would really go left. It didn't. We're good over here. We are fine. So that's good. Update on me. Um, yeah. So I saw some things traveling. Algo is good internet. Okay. First, I was traversing through the YouTube streets. Sometimes, every now and again, I will, ride through the beef sector on my bike, and see what's going on. And it's a fucking dumpster fire over there in the beef sector. I looked around like, what the fuck kind of Chernobyl kind of no man's land, some wasteland. The beef sector at this point has pretty much become unwatchable. Can I tell y'all that? Just unfucking watchable. Hey, Zap Allen. It has become overrun. And let me preface by saying I do not well I if the shoe fits, goddamn it, wear it. Now I was gonna preface by saying I hope not to offend large segments of the population. But fuck it. We're here now. I went over there watching videos, and the sector is overrun by the mentally challenged trying to piece together, hey, Angela, and formulate words, just doing the best they can to have subject verb agreement, still learning to conjugate verbs. Okay. Those, or now it's overrun with the geriatrics out there who wake up in the morning, take an extra shot of Geritol, and now they're traversing the YouTube streets for the rest of the day, calling themselves people. I was listening somebody's bushes. I was listening. Somebody came on a live and you couldn't even understand. It was listen. It was unintelligible what they were saying. Okay, maybe Mama had took her teeth out and she was trying to get on live and cuss somebody out and gum it out. I was like, girl, put your teeth in. And then the host wasn't no better. Oh dear God, I just couldn't. So I just, it's real. It's so sad, Zach Allen. It is so very sad. And they're so vested in like the fuck shit. What happened to the days of people who had actual careers, professions, job? You come home, somebody beat up, made a video, you make a video in response, cuss them out real good, and keep it moving and go on about your business. No, you don't got that no more. You got the It's overrun by the two people who I just told you about. If you're mentally challenged, you probably ain't got no job. You sit at home collecting your check from whatever government entity sends you a check, and you ain't got nothing better to do but be on YouTube watching people stealing content and trying to formulate 5 sentences to put together. It take you to the end of the night to formulate 5 sentences, and then they gonna throw up a StreamYard link and say, "Come on my panel and produce the rest of my content for my show." Or the geriatrics who are fighting dementia, who should be somewhere, raising their grandkids or something like that, or should be some of them ain't even old enough. Some of them ain't got no job, did not retire from a job, and have no 401k package or settlement and no retirement plan in place. And so they out here trying to make a coin via YouTube. It's just a damn mess over there. Like I say, every now and again I'll go over there on my skateboard, ride through just to see what's going on. And child, That's just like you had people I was watching was sad about Tracy being put off. I'm not sad about anybody who doxes on a regular. I wasn't sad when Tracy left. I wasn't sad when VS left, and I won't be sad when a whole lot of these people who be out here doxing get off. All of them can go. All of them. If you doxing, go bye. I don't have no use for you. None. I don't dox, and the people who I align myself with don't dox. Child. And when you align yourself with people who do dox, in my estimation, you're just as culpable as they are. Just a fucking mess over there. Just a goddamn dumpster fire. It is, listen, that is YouTube's version of Chernobyl. Just a fucking nuclear bomb has gone off, and now you have subhuman mutated species walking around over there. Okay, bless their hearts. Bless their goddamn hearts. Bless their goddamn hearts. I just had to tell y'all what I saw over there, child. Motherfucker. Somebody, I had to go back. Somebody, thank God for some of my clandestine informants who send me stuff. Somebody sent me the video. Some lady came on Bless Watkins' channel. Dear God, God help her heart. Somebody get your grandma. Anyway, somebody came on Bless Watkins' channel. She asked her about Tracy. And the lady started crying. I said, what? I guess that just shows love, devotion, and respect, I guess, for Tracy. Maybe if I get kicked off the YouTube streets, one of y'all, what's going on, Golden Vibe? One of y'all will come on here and start crying or go on somebody's channel and just start crying. If I get kicked off, if I get my channel snatched, okay, I want y'all to flood every reviews and really be platforms and just start crying. Say, please drop the link. Y'all come up on that good stream, y'all, and y'all just start boo crying. Baby, I was crying listening to it because I was laughing so hard. I said, this woman is not over here crying for Tracy. Girl, where were these tears and crying when that woman Tracy got fired? Okay, where were the tears for Tracy when she wore those raggedy ass wigs and those? Where was the weeping for her when you saw some of them outfits she sashayed out here to the YouTube screens? Where was the crying then? Because that was the moment for crying. Now is not the time to be. Child, child. This is the time to be rejoicing circa the end of the Wiz. Can you feel the brand new day? Ow! Just girl. Can I get while we're in the business of shut down channels? Where's Firecrotch? Can somebody shut down Firecrotch? I would say shut down QB, but questionable bitch. They've been shut down 4 or 5 times. But he's like roaches. He just continue. He looks like one, so that makes sense. And he continues to pop up every now and again. And you'd be like, oh, I didn't even know that bitch was still around. Creeping inside of the walls and corners and crevices. Just a mess. I just found that so funny, y'all. That ain't even the topic of discussion, okay? So today, I'm sorry, I just had to tell y'all what I saw traversing the screenshot. It was just too funny, just too fucking funny. Anyway, so today, y'all, I think I want some carbonate in my juice. Y'all hold on one good second. Right. Y'all got me over here dying laughing at these people. Dying laughing. Just a dying laughing at these people. I can't. I just literally can't. Child, y'all over here crying for Tracy. Tears for Tracy. Child. Mm-mm. Y'all got real thug tears out here for Fisika Iman, as we used to call her back in the day when we were really traversing the beef sector. Her name was Fisika Iman back then. Child. Fisika Iman. Anyway, hey, it's Meaty. What's going on, love? Um, who was this texting me? God, Lord, that's my coworker. I text her back. Hold on, y'all. No, I gotta text her. Damn it. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. Oh, chat. Hey, Tamika LaShawn. Hey, Nappy Child. But yes, that's what, listen, y'all got some grandmas and some aunts out here that need to be snatched up off these good YouTube streets. Y'all go get them because I don't understand. And it be so it's so sad. You sit and watch some of these lives that they do, and it's so sad. And you like, please, let me help you understand something. If my grandma, God bless her dead, and her infinite wisdom, hold on, God, hold on, coworker can't. I think, well, I can't say that. No, that's the good coworker, so I ain't gonna even say that. Um, this is my good coworker. This my ride or die. This the one who I know if anybody can get something done, she can get it done. So, you have them coworkers that ain't about shit, can't do shit. This ain't that one. This the coworker who me and her, we make it happen. We get it done. Some of the rest of them whores, we be looking at them like, girl. mm, that did add a little extra kick. I had this real thick um juice and I added some LaCroix passion fruit sparkling water to it. Gosh, she still it must be something going on. Cause she don't usually text me like this. Hold on. She don't usually text me. All right, y'all. So let's get back down to the nitty gritty. Child, that done got all distracted and shit. So anyway, so that's y'all going on down to the YouTube streets and watch what's going on. God bless your heart. I know Nappy Child be over there. She be marting for people. And Nappy Child be in the bushes. Nappy Child, God bless your heart. Nappy Child, you have a crown of glory waiting for you in heaven for what you have to endure traversing the YouTube streets sometimes. I'd be like, oh, Nappy Child, I don't know how you do it, child. I'd be in the bushes and you be out there marting. Listen, Nappy Child be marting her ass off. And I'd be looking at Nappy Child from the bushes. I'd be like, child, I don't know how you do it, girl. I don't know how you do it. SCK 1070, listen, you know, the LaCroix is okay for me. Um, I like the LaCroix because they um they have more flavors than a lot of other sparkling waters. The best sparkling water is still ice. Ice is the best one. There is ice is the goat. It's ice and then everybody else in terms of the sparkling waters. All right. So, hey Regina, you listening while you're at work? Okay. So let's get a good laugh, y'all. Let's just get a good laugh. In my traversing of Al Gore's good internet, trying to see what's out there in the blogospheres, see what's out there. Um, hold on. All right. So out there in the blogosphere, sorry about this, y'all. Um, I ran across a story, and if you all recall, I started reviewing that travesty of a show, Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion, and I just couldn't do it. Just could not do it. Couldn't even make it. Um, all right, Zap, y'all keep listening. I'm here to make y'all work go easier. Okay. Okay, so in my traversing of the YouTube streets, I ran across a story about Love and Hip Hop. Now, y'all know Love and Hip Hop is my judge. I love Love and Hip Hop. I love the fact that it is an American tragedy. You know how you have Shakespearean tragedies, Love and Hip Hop, the entire show. Hey, Tamika, what's good? Is an entire American travesty, okay? Just a travesty and a tragedy. The tragedy of Love and Hip Hop. That's what it should be called. Like the tragedy of Romeo and Juliet, the tragedy of Love and Hip Hop. Anyway, I have no life, so I create havoc on the internet. It does. It's me, D. It does. Listen, it's me, D. There are no lies there. No lies were told there. Anyway, let me see what it looks like when I click people's comments to go up there. Oh, okay. It covers me up. Anyway, so I ran across this story and I thought that I should spend some time on it. Now, y'all know when I do Love and Hip Hop, specifically Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, y'all know I do my patented hashtag FTFB, fall the fuck back moment. The fall the fuck back moment is an epic moment that we have every episode. There have been episodes we've had two fall the fuck back moments. But and if I'm going to say who's the first round pick for a fall the fuck back moment, or who is likely to be on the Mount Rushmore of all fall the fuck back moments, is what's going on, Raphael, is that goddamn Carly Red. Carly fucking Red is the GOAT when it comes to making sure she has a hashtag FTFB moment. Okay, listen, Carly fucking Red is a whole, her life reads like a fucking horror story. Do you hear me? A fucking horror story. She has had a many, I can't even keep up with the amount of men she's had on Love and Hip Hop. If I'm not mistaken, she came into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta as Young Jock's girlfriend, right? Well, Young Jock's bust down. Yeah, I believe it was maybe Shondo to you, Tamika. Just a quick Shondo, a big Shondo, because you already know. But I think she came in around season 3. I know she wasn't in season 1. I don't remember her in season 1. I think she came. I think she came the season Jocelyn came. And Jocelyn came like maybe season 2 or 3. Hey, Drew's girl. Carly, I think, came the same season as Jocelyn because that was the season she was She was Young Jock's girlfriend, bust down. And yeah, I think anyway. So never to be left without a storyline, never to be outdone with finding fuck shit and fuckery to advance her standing on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She has now decided to, if there was a male version of a bust down, this person would be it. She has now decided that she's going to date Lamar Odom. Oh, yes, that Lamar Odom, former NBA player Lamar Odom, that guy. Now, I don't know if this is just the universe playing a trick on us. The gods upstairs, the TV gods, either one had a moment of serendipity, or two had a moment of perspicacity, or some combination of the two. Okay, Carly Red and Lamar Odom is a perfect storm of fuck shit and fuckery. I don't know how you I don't know how they weren't already together at some point. Hey, MVN, I don't understand how they were not together already at some point. I mean, it would be like when you have somebody that wants uh, to deface a building or tear up a building, and they go in there and they start tearing stuff down, and they start to, spread fecal matter on the walls. Well, you can't have fecal matter on the walls without having piss, sprayed everywhere as well. They kind of go hand in hand if you're trying to tear up or deface a place. If you're just trying to make a place unsightly, okay? You can't just smear the feces on the wall. You gotta add the urine to it, because that urea in the urine gives it that extra special touch and flair to the nostrils. If you're going to have a Carly Red who has done everything imaginable to remain relevant, you got to think at some point she'll end up with Lamar Odom. Yes, that same Lamar Odom that was married to, wasn't he married to Kim Kardashian? I'm not Kim. Who was he married to? Chloe, one of those skanks that I can't stand. That Lamar Odom, okay? Who was married to Chloe Kardashian and cheated on her left, right, and sideways. The same Lamar Odom who had a known addiction to sex, and drugs. So much so, yes, that Lamar Odom that was found on the ground in a freaking brothel. In a brothel. How low do you go when you're not only found unconscious in a brothel, but you found overdosed on the floor of a brothel down to the state of Nevada? Okay, you ain't even just unconscious. They put him in a coma for like a week. We thought old boy was checking out. Now, inquiring minds wanted to know, was it really the drugs that made him want to check out life, or was it something he saw, smelled, or felt down there to the good brothel down there in the great state of Nevada? But yes, that Lamar Odom, the one who was in a coma for like a week after a drug-induced overdose that he had on some sexcapade that he was on, where he did a 4 or 5 day stint coked up on various amounts of erectile dysfunction drugs to keep his penile on, and various amounts of nefarious drugs, alcohol, and you name it. They said dude had got his own room and had done got the extra hookup package, you know, the spruced up package where you get bottle service and you get drug service and you get, I mean, you get an IV drip of Cialis and Viagra or something like that. So you could, I, that Lamar Odom is now going to be teamed up with Carly Red, who is no less than 114 years old. Do you hear me? She is proof. She and Cher, let's be clear, are proof that plastic surgery has come a long way in the 21st century. Do you hear me? Carly Red, who we have seen falling on the ground, who we have seen in fights, the same Carly Red who let the likes of a young jock stick his peen up in her. That Carly Red. Carly Red, who last we seen was dating some Bama ass motherfucker named Nebraska Joe Flo Bo Go Though No Bo Goddamn Oh No. That Carly Red. The Carly Red who we found out from who is into all kinds of threesomes around here having being, a third wheel to a geriatric couple over there down to the Atlanta and ceremoniously taking it up the back chute and then ceremoniously pooping all over these people's good sheets and stuff like that. That Carly Red. I just want to paint the picture for you all. This picture painted with fecal matter and urine. Because I forgot to mention that, hey, Abby, that Lamar Odom was laying in a pool of what was said to be a combination of urine and other bodily fluids. They did not name what bodily fluids, but they said bodily fluids. That coupled with Carly Red and the feces and fecal matter that she left all over Pooh's sheets that she brought down there to the trip they had down there to the where were they at? Trinidad or whatever, somewhere in the Caribbean. And you're gonna mix all of that up and you're going to produce Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. What do you expect? What do you, what do y'all want from me? What do y'all want from me? Because this season I'm going to just change it from the hashtag FTFB moment to the Carly Red moment. Okay. It's just going to be the Carly Red moment. Lunam, I don't know what you walked into. Ciao. Y'all put a Shondo in the chat for Abby, whose grandson was born this early this morning. Put a shot out, Shondo, excuse me, out there in the chat for this is not her first grandchild. I think this is what number 5. Abby? I don't know. Abby got a couple grandkids. I think this is number 5. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I probably did as wrong. Anyway, um, wasn't Lamar Odom just with the Sabrina Partridge? Listen, now I understand Lamar Odom is about 6'10", 6'11". He's real tall. I met him in person. He used to play for Miami. I met him a couple times in Miami. But this is number 4. Okay. Um, Lamar Odom clearly, hey Miss Bazang, clearly must have a freaking third leg. Cause I don't understand how these women keep rolling up on this young man. Like Maybe he invested his money well. And he still got a nice chunk of change from his NBA career. I mean, it's not like football where they don't have guaranteed contracts. NBA does have guaranteed contracts. Um, okay, I'll check it NBA. But and how do men keep ending up shoving dipping their spoon into that ain't even a sugar bowl no more. That's a toilet bowl over there. How do men keep digging their spoon into that toilet bowl that is Carly Red? Normally I would say sugar bowl, but she ain't got no sugar bowl. That's a goddamn toilet bowl, okay? And the plumbing on their toilet bowl haven't worked in several decades now. So you can only imagine what rancid type of stuff is sitting in her toilet bowl. Dear God, how did we get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. Just a damn mess. A damn mess. I'm just curious. No, ain't no leave Carly Red alone. Carly needs to leave us alone. Carly needs to go somewhere and leave the viewing public a fucking alone. That's what I need from her. I just need her to go away forever. Go away. Wait, she ain't know what. No, she's much worse than the others. At least the other skanks on the show are mid descent down to life's cellar. Okay. They're still kind of young. And so they're on this downward spiral down to, oblivion to life's cellar. But Carly has been on that downward slippery slope for decades now. Okay. Carly Red is way down there. So ain't no worse than her. Listen, I want you to find me someone even equal to her, much less talk about worse than her. Find me an equal to Carly Red in terms of just being one of the most deplorable human beings on Love and Hip Hop. I don't even listen. She's even worse to me than the good snipe right about the hood. And we knew how I feel about the good snipe. That's where, listen, I remember when I first started calling Akbar the goodest night right about the hood. And the first time I said it on the review, it just came out. That one that you see on the intro, it just came out. It was just like I didn't have any way to describe her. Listen, I tell y'all, I go back to this day and watch some of my old Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reviews because they're so funny. Something was wrong with me. Something was very. I go back on that playlist myself, and I will watch those old Love and Hip Hop Atlanta reviews. Child, something was wrong with me. The way I used to really, I don't even go in as hard now as I used to. Because baby, them old videos. Child. I am snacking on almond joy because almond joys got nuts and we need them. Mounds don't. Just saying. Sure. I forgot to put nasty in front of what? Child. If you have not watched the old Good Afternoon Quintessential, the old Love Hip Hop Atlanta review, listen, you're missing out on some real good shit. Child. I think the first season that I have up there, the oldest season I have up there is that season with Pooh. That season, not this past season, or season before last, the season from 2019. Girl, they had me dying over there, honey. Damn. Anyway, nasty old good snipe. Anyway, so imagine them having sex. Imagine the petri dish and cesspool of bacteria and unsightly organisms crawling around in that bed with them when they're having sex. I don't even know if they have a traditional bed. Like, what concoction do you make in order to have the likes of a Lamar Odom and Cardi Red in it performing anything close to coitus? Okay, like I'm really trying to like a floating garbage barge doesn't want any parts of that because they got to be of a certain size. Lamar Odom ain't no short man. That's a tall man. He's like 6'10", 6'11". Chum, listen, the mutations going off in that good bed. Listen, Darwin would have a whole wet dream trying to figure out what's going on over there. A whole wet dream. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. This is still just alleged, but that's what the people are saying. They have video of them hooked up together while being filmed in Atlanta because they're currently filming. Um, I know they're filming Atlanta. I think they're filming New York as well. I don't know what's going on out there in Hollywood, and I think they're getting ready to scrap Miami anyway, which I think is stupid because Miami is the best franchise at this point. But whatever. Um. Anyway, we know the sheets are dirty before they. Who already showed us that Carly Red keeps some dirty sheets? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I figure like some floating barge or something, NBA, child. Anyway, um, so y'all can go out and check that out because I've seen that on a few of the blogs. You can see the video and so forth. I'm just gonna say, just like they tell you about don't look directly into, a solar eclipse, don't look directly into the video because you might turn into a pillar of salt. Looking at Carly Red and Lamar Odom hugged up. Dear God, help me, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Miami is the best franchise of love and hip hop at this point. Hollywood is unwatchable at this point. New York should have ended about 6, 7 years ago. Okay. How does that smell? Listen, I'm glad that they don't have scratch and sniff computers yet because I don't want any part of the rancid odor emanating from the two of them within the same area code of each other. Okay. I want no parts. No parts. Anyway, something else I saw traversing Al Gore's good internet that is so listen, if you get offended easily or disrespected easily, Now is the time to just click off now. It's been great. Let me tell you a quick Shondo. Love you, love on you. Thank you for being vocal president active. Thank you for doing what you do. Now, for the rest of us who gonna stay around for this sheer and utter disrespect that we are about to embark upon and that we're about to endure, fasten your seatbelts, hold your horses, okay? We're about to take a trip down disrespect road, okay? Just telling you that now. So, as we begin to speak and talk about those things, disredamn spectful out here. Um, Future and his current girlfriend bust down. I want to say it's sugar related Lunam, but it's from one of us. Future's girlfriend is some rapper chick named Des Dior. And she posted a post on her Instagram of her sitting on Future's lap. I'm just going to read to you this disrespectful statement that she made, okay? Call my N-word MLK, as in Martin Luther King, because he believe in my dreams. Tenon out now on all platforms. End quote. I don't even know what tenon means. I don't know if that means he's tenning or he's a I don't even know. It took me a moment to even put this together. I was trying to find, because there's clearly no phonemic awareness going on here with that young lady. I'm going to read this again. Call my N-word MLK, because he believe in my dreams. Tenon out now on all platforms. Oh, I think that's the name of her song. Okay. Now, let me say unequivocally, I wouldn't even name you Martin Luther King's poop that he shitted out in the goddamn toilet, okay? Future does not belong in the same stratosphere of the beloved Martin Luther King. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Call my N word MLK because he believed in my dreams. I'm just gonna let that sit there and resonate with y'all. Um, I, I what do y'all want me to do? I mean, Barack Obama didn't want any parts of that. Call my N word Barack Obama because yes, we can be the laughing stock of the internet. Yes, we can be the most disrespectful people to walk the face of the earth. So we could call him Barack Obama too. Since we just going down, just disrespecting all of the people who we truly see it for. Where do y'all find these people? Like, who made this? Is some disrespectful shit that you find over there in the beef sector, okay? I expect to see this kind of shit in the beef sector. Not. I'm just surprised that the young lady even knew who Martin Luther King was, because at the rate she's going, I'm surprised she even knew who MLK was in all of her disrespect. Like, who made these people? I want that to sit. I want y'all to let that resonate. This young lady put in the word and Martin Luther King right next to each other in a sentence where she was calling her boyfriend, Future, who is no parts of our race that we are anywhere, shape, form, or fashion proud of, but telling us to call Martin Luther King, um, her boyfriend Martin Luther King, because he believed in her dreams. Make it make sense now. I'm trying, y'all. I told y'all we were about to travel down a road. Oh, did I fail to mention? If I'm not mistaken, this was put out the day after Martin Luther King, the 63rd birthday, the 63rd anniversary of Martin Luther King's death. I'm going to read to you all the first comment underneath said post, because it gets better. Oh no, y'all thought that was the brunt of it. Oh no. Let me school you all on where we're going as a people, as black people here, these yet to be United States of America. Okay. Let me read to y'all some of the comments underneath this from your children and grandchildren. Someone whose Instagram handle is Binti Hannah said, and I quote, this is underneath the post. Caption made me shed a tear. No cap. Martin proud, sis. What do y'all want me to do with that? What do y'all want me to do with that? What do y'all want me to do with that? And where do I go from there? Where do I go? Like, hey mom trip, I want y'all to tell me, where do I go with this? I don't know. I can't make sense of this God. Like, someone else said underneath it, they just added caption legendary. It's just bad. It's just bad. I just Hey Monk Chip, I'm so glad you're here to bring us out of this topic, because oh dear God. Oh dear God, how did we get here? This is the future of Black America. These are your children and your grandchildren if you need them. I don't even need to read no more. I don't need to say anymore. Monk chip, I don't even think you want to know. Monk chip, it is so bad out here with these type of monk chips. Monk chip, monk chip, monk chip. I don't. Monk chip. I'm at a loss of words. All I can do is just read to you what we just did. Okay. Right, Tanya, they think they saying something so profound. Like they don't went out here and turned it. Girl, you ain't girl, the disrespect. Help us, Lord. Help us, Jesus. Monkship, we just read a tweet. Not a tweet, I'm sorry, an Instagram post made by the girlfriend of rapper Future. His girlfriend is also a rapper. Her name is um Des Dior. In the post, it was a picture of her sitting on Future's lap. They look like a happy couple. He's hugging her as she's sitting on his lap. He's looking up at her. She's looking down at him. He's smiling. And it looks like a wonderful, beautifully made black couple. However, she captioned said picture by saying, quote, call my N word MLK, meaning Martin Luther King, because he believed in my dreams. Tenon out now on all platforms. Tenon being the name of her, I guess, new single. So she believes that we should be calling her boyfriend Future Martin Luther King because he believed in her dreams. Mind you, she prefaced Martin Luther King by saying her N word. And then that's followed by the first comment being, mind you, that first comment has thousands of likes. The first comment that said, caption made me shed a tear. No cap, Martin proud sis. Oh, that caption has thousands of likes. This is what y'all got going on. I wouldn't care if she was 9. I wouldn't care if she was 9 years old. Just the disrespect. Moving on, because I can't. I can't. I can't. My fellow native Miamian and fellow alum of Florida State Seminole, where excellence is the word of the day. We actually went to Florida State together. Barry Jenkins has now signed a deal with HBO and HBO Max. Um, he's actually doing a movie called the under or a series called the Underground Railroad, which is based on um It's based on a novel written, and I read the novel written by Colson Whitehead. The novel got a Pulitzer Prize, but it's about a young lady who was traveling on the Underground Railroad and making her, trip to freedom and so forth. And it takes, I don't want to give it away, but it's not the usual. It gives you some extraness in there. But he's supposed to be, he's been working on that. And I think that's going to be on Amazon, not on HBO Max. But he just signed a new deal with HBO Max. If you don't know who he is, he's the director of Moonlight. Even though my boy is the creator and writer, Barry Jenkins is the one that people know um, the most because he was the director and um, what was I just lost my train of thought. He was the director. And he got Oscars and so forth for his directing of the movie Moonlight. Um, and so, um, well, I can't think of my boy's name. He's the creator and writer for David Makes Man. God damn it. Um, Terrell Alvin McCraney. Yeah, I couldn't get it out. Terrell Alvin McCraney, also a fellow Miamian. Um, is the one who actually wrote Moonlight, but Barry Jenkins was the director. Anyway, so yeah, shouts out to him. I always want to celebrate my people. Shouts out to him. I'm not going to address the fact that um I'm not going to address the fact that I think it's Forbes that's putting out there that Kim Kardashian skank is now a billionaire. I don't care. I don't want to care about her. I hate the fact that she is responsible for the proliferation of skanks across the fruited plains. Can somebody tell me what her talent is besides doing a poor job at taking pee? I'm just, I just can't. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Now we know Forbes is good for saying that somebody is something and then snatching it away and say, "Oh, we got that wrong, our bad." But it's out there now. I hate her. I hate her entire family. Moving on. Paul Pierce, former Celtic great. Y'all know I'm a huge Boston Celtics fan. That is my favorite team. Paul Pierce being a former great, he is an NBA champion on the Celtics. He also did he get Finals MVP that year, or did Kevin Garnett get it? I think Paul Pierce got Finals MVP that season. Anyway, um, he has been recently fired from Espen because he was on Instagram Live. He was having a party at his house, a private party, mind you, at his house. It was like a card party or something. He didn't know that the camera was picking up everything behind him, but behind him were some strippers and skanks in the background that I'm sure he had hired. And they were down there on the ground busting it open. Now they weren't naked. They still had on their, um, they still were donning we now our skankdacious apparel. They still don't had on their thongs and stuff like that. But they, had on thongs and scantily clad clothing. And he once he figured it out, he took it down. ESPN, in their pious and the holier than thou selves, had the nerve to then say, "Oh, we're firing him effective immediately." Now, I would venture to guess that it had to be more than just that. Did I lose internet just then? I'm sorry, y'all. Oh Jesus. AT&T gonna make me cuss them out. Anyway, sorry about that, y'all. So, where do you get off ESPN? Shall I remind you the grocery list of people who you all have still on your payrolls that have done all types of nefarious things? If the man wants to have a party with strippers and the strippers were paid, where is the problem? Where's the problem? Where, where's the problem? Need I remind you, ESPN? I'm not going to even begin to go down this list. Okay? I'm not going to even begin to go down the list of all of the people. I just feel like this is another opportunity for ESPN to showcase all of their horribleness. Like ESPN at this point is so awful. Hey, Ashton, ESPN ain't shit. Let me tell you something. ESPN has glorified so many people. ESPN has kowtowed and played step and fetch to so many awful individuals. Need I remind you how Ben Roethlisberger told ESPN, "Hey, fuck boys, if I hear anything else about me raping women in bathrooms, I'll no longer do an interview on your network anymore." And they shut that shit down immediately. Do I need to remind y'all of that? ESPN. And that's just one example. There are so many egregious things that ESPN has went along with and tolerated, many of which are from some white people. But black people do the littlest thing, and now they want to play all pious and holier than thou. Fuck you, ESPN, and fuck your life. That's why everybody's leaving. I'm not, first of all, it's always black people that they want to be heavy handed with. Shall I remind you what they did to Jamel Hill? Who was right the whole time? Because she called out Donald Trump and his racistness and his racism, and he fired her. And then ended up alienated my boy Michael Smith. And then because remember they had taken over the 6 o'clock hour of Sports Center, and their 6 o'clock hour of Sports Center was so great and so black and way too black for what they wanted. And so they were finding and concocting reasons to get rid of them. And they fired Jamel Hill because she had the audacity to talk about Cheeto Man. Mind you, ESPN was not going to have anybody talking about Donald Trump because they supported Donald Trump, because they paid Donald Trump millions of dollars from their coffers so that he could get elected. Shall I remind you all of that? Y'all got a lot of nerve, ESPN. Y'all got a lot of fucking nerve. But this is par for the course. Par for the course. ESPN like many of the major network televisions, when they have black people on there, all they want them to do is fall in line, fit into their little cookie cutter, or fit into their little box. Don't make any waves. Don't say anything out of order. Don't get out of pocket. Don't do anything that we can remotely think is a problem. Damn sure don't do anything that makes the Karens of the world and Toms of the world uncomfortable. You know who I'm talking about, the people descended from the Caucasus Mountains. You damn sure ain't gonna do anything that's gonna make them feel any kind of way or any ways uncomfortable. So the moment you do that, we're shutting your ass down. And that's what we have going on here. Because if you expect me to believe that there's a real problem with Paul Pierce. First of all, I wouldn't be surprised if Paul Pierce didn't have strippers at a party that he was having. Hello, he's an athlete. Pretty much, I'm thinking athletes have strippers. Athletes, strippers, they kind of go together. I don't under. This is the same ESPN. You want to talk about horrible black people? What about the fact that ESPN, y'all had fuckers like Jason Whitlock on your goddamn payroll for a long time? Do I need to remind you of his? Please don't get me started on Jason Whitlock. The fact that they had him on their role, on their payroll, and he was black, but did way far worse to black people than any white person that was ever on ESPN. Let's be clear. Please don't get me started. I'm surprised my boy Bomani Jones is still or didn't he just leave? No, he's still on the payroll at ESPN. But I'm surprised Bomani stayed this long. Because if you remember Bomani Jones before he joined ESPN, he always had it started off as the Morning Jones. He would have this podcast type, deal where called the Morning Jones. And he would get on every morning. He would just go rant about sports and everything, and sometimes about politics and pop culture. But he would just go in and let have. And then that morphed into the Evening Jones, and then he got picked up by ESPN, and he had to dial it back and play nice, do all of the stuff that comes with that. But you can. He has a channel on YouTube, Bomani Jones. And when I watch him now, he's not as out there as he used to be. Because the old Bomani Jones that I was listening to some 15 years ago, um, was like he would say whatever, kind of like people say I say whatever. Even though I've gotten better, I've toned it down. But Patty Duke and some of the other people can go back a couple years and tell you about some things that we used to talk about and say over here on this good channel. Anyway, shouts out to Patty Duke and some of my other subscribers that have been around since the early days. And yeah, man. So I think it's really rich coming from ESPN. They got a lot of goddamn nerves trying to chastise anybody about anything. It's just it's more of white people doing what white people do. How about that? Hey, Shawnette. Shawnette, we about to get up off here. You said you finally called it live, and we about to get off, child. Um, child. Ah, but yeah, that's what's going on. Trying to make sure, yeah, I covered everything I want to cover today. I ain't have that much. I really just wanted to come on and talk to y'all and say hey and tell y'all what y'all girl Cardi Red has going on. Dear God, help us, Lord. Y'all get Cardi Red, please get her. Please get her and Lamar Odom. Please get them. Cause I can't. I promise you I can't. Um, I just got across my screen the Ti and Tiny statement. Y'all want me to read that before I get off? Here is Ti and Tiny's statement. I'm gonna read this before I get off. Um, and this comes from page 6, and this was released through their lawyer Steve Sadow or Sadow. It says, "quote The Harrises are still waiting for the accusers to reveal themselves publicly. By continuing to hide behind anonymous allegations, the unnamed accusers effectively render themselves not credible and unworthy of belief. We say, let the light shine on their identities so we can go about disproving these scurrilous accusations." Um, I just got that little excerpt. I don't think it goes a long way for you to put a statement out like that, Ti and Tiny. That's not helping your cause. To have your lawyer put out that type of statement, um, knowing the type of knowing that some of the accusations are you all were bullying people and threatening to harm people and the like, and you name it. Why would they come? I mean, this doesn't help your point. This is a calculated statement being said. Oh, I dare you to come out. It's basically it's another threat painted in the whole. Oh, we want to disprove this. No, you don't want to disprove it. You want to know exactly who these people are, so you can send your little henchmen out there to go and scare them and or do horrible things to them. This is not. I don't even know why. First of all, I would fire the lawyer for even putting that out there, because your lawyer did you no favors for letting this see the light of day. Now, if the lawyer had come out and say, listen, we will have our day in court, we vehemently deny any of the rumors and allegations, and here are these yet to be United States of America. All people are innocent until proven guilty, and we will have our day in court where we will fight tooth and nail to defend our truth and our character, and defend ourselves against these baseless allegations. You certainly don't come out and say stuff like, oh, well, you need to show yourself. Well, let me say, here's what it says. By continuing to hide behind anonymous allegations, the unnamed accusers effectively render themselves not credible and unworthy of belief. Really? 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 Then they go on to say, we say, let the light shine on their identities so we can go about disproving these scurrilous accusations. So we can go about threatening these people and doing harm to them and their loved ones. That's what you want. That's why you want the light of day to shine on their identities. And I would venture to guess they're already doing that. They probably already have a list of people who they done messed with, and they're doing all types of horrible things to those people, to their loved ones, friends, and families, trying to pressure them into dropping these lawsuits. It's a whole goddamn mess. I can't believe they let that out. That's a mess. That's a whole mess. I'll let y'all do what y'all can. I'm sure more will be said about that. Anyway, can we get some shondos in the chat before I get out of here? I go to work, be at work all night long, all day long. Oh my God. I gotta be to work. Somebody gotta do it. Anyway, Shondo's around the building. Shondo's across the chat. Shondo to each and every one of you all. Um, Thank you all for coming here. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. I love y'all. I love on y'all. Can't nobody take that away from me. Y'all don't forget what I said. If I get sniped off the YouTube streets, y'all better be in somebody's chat crying like that lady was over Fisi Iman, like that lady was over Tracy. Y'all better be somewhere crying in somebody's stream y'all about L1027 be off YouTube. Child, I can't. I goddamn can't. Y'all are a whole mess around here. Anyway, that's all I got for y'all today. I got called in on my day off. Child, happens to me all the time, Angela. Actually, they don't call me in. What happens is I have to go in if my boss can't go. What's going on with my internet? I don't know. Anyway, I get called in if my boss can't go. And it is what it is. That must be my cue. Sorry about that. Must be my cue to get the hell off of here. Anyway, um, I was saying I get called in if my boss can't go to a meeting or something because I'm his designee. And if he can't go, then I'm the next man up. So, yeah, y'all be good. Y'all be careful out here in these YouTube streets. Okay. Y'all be careful out here on Al Gore's good internet because it is dangerous out here. Y'all bring me some good stories. Y'all know how to reach me. Y'all know, how to find me. Y'all know my emails, DMs, um, and so forth. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. It is much appreciated, much obliged. I'm here for y'all. I'll try to come back tomorrow, sometime, maybe in the morning, and give y'all some more stuff that I find. Until then, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.